Hello, and welcome to Doki Literature Club, a game I got for free in Epic a while back. Know very little about. And I thought, I mean, yeah, definitely thought's the right word judging by this opening screen. That'd be a nice little kind of Valentine's Day stream, doing a dating sim of some kind, you know? Why is there a warning message? This is I don't think I signed up for this. I won't lie. This It's concerning. It did also say all the characters are over 18. It does have gore, does it? This is not a nice, wholesome dating sim, oh dear. Well, I've committed to it now, so here we go. Individual suffering from anxiety or depression, it may not have a positive experience. So yeah, fair warning to anyone watching. Fair warning. Um, I feel we should possibly see content warnings. Is that important? Also, hey Luna, good to see you. This is seemingly going to be an interesting Valentine's Day stream. Normally stream horror games, so I thought, oh, this year I'll do an actual kind of like dating sim kind of thing. I have a feeling I might be doing another horror game accidentally. Um, I'm gonna say no just because I don't want spoilers. I know very little about the game. I feel this is a game you don't want spoilers on, right? I'm worried. Also, got a little cat on my lap. It's all nice. You can see him. I'll poke him up every now and then, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, I agree with noted games age rating in my region. I didn't check. It's probably fine. I'm concerned. It's not necessarily actual gore. Okay. I mean, immediately, this is horrifying. Look at this. It's a woman. What could be more terrifying? I'm really concerned. What's happening here? I mean, I'll keep it full screen. It doesn't have a borderless window. Can I tab out fine? I can. That's all good. Do I enable content warnings? I don't know what this is gonna be. I'm just gonna go into it and we're gonna see what happens. Enter my name. Well, I can't have any numbers in there, so it'll just be poison. There we go. I mean, immediately, this is seeming quite upbeat. Like, this is fine, right? I did check to make sure, like, this was fine on the, like, Twitch prohibited games. It's not on there, so this is fine to stream. Because I've heard a little bit about the game. I know of one scene in particular. But yeah, we'll see. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. That just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting her in high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I always feel better off running away. However, I just shout sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk until Sayori catch up to me. Okay, so this is a childhood friend who is 18 apparently. I'm really confused by that was a message that popped up with because she doesn't look 18. But okay. I overslept again. I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for me. Yeah, you say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Poison. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. You did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Okay. I should preface this by saying I've not played a visual novel before. I'm assuming there's just going to be a lot of reading. I've not played an actual visual novel. Like, unless you include... Is Valhalla a visual novel? Like, this is just reading, right? There's not anything else. Sorry's best girl. Good to know, Seker. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Poison, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Not already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. I told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. And one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorry likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. You know, this is a relatable main character, you know? Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialise or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now. I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. You at least promise me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. I mean, she seems happy enough, right? I'd let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Guessing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Laura wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sorry, you must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realise I'm the only one left in the classroom. Saves an animation budget, doesn't it? Well, I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You need to wait up for me, if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. I'm hating visual novels already. I don't want to play more than just this. Why did I say to play a visual novel? Sorry is vice president of a literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Or maybe it's just kind of like dating visual novels I don't like. I don't know. I do quite like kind of text adventure games, but there's a good few ones I've enjoyed, like The Life and Suffering of Sir Brant, Citizen Sleeper. They're both fun. Yeah, they aren't for everyone. Like Citizen Sleeper and such, there's a lot of reading, but there's a little bit more to it that I think makes it interesting. Because you can have a character you play through it, rather than just reading. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I get decisions at some point, you know what? I'm on board then, I'm on board. So long as I'm not just reading, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. A pretty good deal, honestly. I think it's worth it. Dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. Section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, a new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? I thought you were a boy. Sorry. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Poison. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? You want to say something, say it. Sorry. That's okay. Girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognise. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. These girls are all 18, according to the start of the game. They do not look like they're all 18. Like, we're quite clearly in a high school. Just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Can be 18? Actually, if this is set in Japan, which I think it is, what ages are like public schooling in Japan? Can you be 18 in Japan and be in high school? Possibly. I think it's reasonable. I don't think many people are really 18 in high school. I know I wasn't. I was 18 my first year of university. But who knows? That's different for everyone, right? Imagine different standards all across the world too. This is Yuri, smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, you appear as comparably more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. Gonna do some one. I don't know how long the game is, Sakura. I mean, it's a visual novel. I don't know much about it at all. I know a little bit here and there, but I don't know how long it is. I've not looked anything up. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. Sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Poison. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Poison. Made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa? Is that what we're saying? Sure. Never heard anyone say that as a response. Like, I've heard whoa, but why was there a U in the front of it? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Okay, that does sound kind of adorable. Whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolates were used to make the ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. This isn't the free version, it's the version I got on Steam. It's like the plus version, or on Epic, sorry, a while back. It's not the free version. It's Doki Doki Plus, I'm pretty sure. I can quickly check. Yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus is what I'm playing. So I don't know if that makes much of a difference. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't have a budget to show the cakes. I would have liked to see the cakes. They were fun, you know? I like the idea of little cat cupcakes. Maybe you could do that for a baking stream. That could be fun. Like some brownies and some cat cupcakes. Wait, it does matter? Okay. I mean, I'm curious what they've added. I'm assuming like it's just like got a lot of additional content or something. Well, you know, just let him take one. Zori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Zori talks with her mouth full. Zori managed to get icing on her face. Turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. You should make them for the new club member, didn't she? So I guess technically she did make them for me, right? I thought you technically did. So I already said, well, maybe. But not for it, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. A whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, teachers gave us permission. After all, isn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. But that's not... Salted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica, but I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. I'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'd probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Were you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Unless should ever take something I personally enjoy, make something special out of it. If it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica sure is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Yeah, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially in something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. That makes school events, like festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Poison, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Atsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke about thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. She likes Lord of the Rings. You've got it. There we go. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It was obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination, completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Desperate to grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. This rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I hadn't expected that, Yuri. Someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. The story makes me think, or takes me to another world, and I can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Oh, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? I mean, maybe cupcakes with the cats give that impression. Left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you're working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Give it back. Fine, fine. Cupcakes, your poems. Everything is just as cute as you are. Zori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It's just been reading, yeah. No, I've had nothing else to do yet. Like, so long as there's some other inputs, I'm generally happy with reading stuff. It's just this is only reading, I'm pretty sure, right? We'll see, we'll see. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yeah, Yuri's not wanting to. No, I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Poison? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah? What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club. Sorry I may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Poison. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. Our guy's a simp, isn't he? Oh well. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Saori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, it really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Yeah, our guy's not willing to say no. Yeah, he's such a pushover. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Poison, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I really impressed the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clear up their food. Hey, Poison, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. I'm not gonna do all the yous. There's gonna be a lot of those. You only get so many of them out of me. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. All the way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. I'd really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, I get to do something other than reading. Hell yeah. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favourite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. So we pick 20 words. I get to pick. Did I just make like the best poem I can think of, and I just put in the word socks? How does the word socks help? Look, our guy he is a simp. We have this established in the lore sector. Of course he's thinking of hitting on the girls, you know? He'd never overtly say anything, but of course he's thinking about it. Well, it's kind of help but notice down here, you've got all of them but Monica. I feel like there should be a space for Monica, right? Are we not able to romance her through the poem? Anyway, I'm gonna go for word socks. Socks and anime. There we go. This is a perfect poem. Maybe some like milk as well. This is great. Monica's a little special. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we'll see what happens. So what have we done? We've done socks, milk, anime. I mean, depression, sure. We're just chucking everything in here. And, of course, incongruent. You know the story? I have no idea. I know of a few little details. I know very little. Electricity. There we go. That's a fun word. Heaven sent? Not seen that before as a single word. Okay. I mean, boop. Boop's a fun word. We're gonna chuck that one in. Email. Why not? Which of these look like fun words? I mean, marshmallow's relatively fun, right? Gonna say fluffy's a fun word. Poof, that's quite fun. I've got no idea what this poem's gonna be. This is gonna be awful. None of these seem particularly fun. I quite like blankets, though. Blankets are nice and cozy. And then, of course, massacre, you know? Got to have a bit of both. I mean, the name of the game, add that one in. I think that's supposed to be like a heartbeat or something, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure. All of these ones. I mean, bouncy is quite a fun word. It feels really out of place. We're gonna chuck Papa in there. Dazzle? Dazzle's a cool word. I like that one. And, none of these seem particularly interesting to me, so we're just gonna go for headphones. I think this is the last one, seemingly. Or we will go for infinite. There we go. I wonder what kind of horrible poem we've just made involving socks and milk. Hi again, Poison. Glad you didn't run away on us. Oh, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last coming, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Poison. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Not like he deserves any slack. Sir told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Poison always gives his best as long as he's having fun. Helps me with busy work, even without me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. That's so... And immediately, because of the warning at the start of the game, and the stuff about, like, she sleeps in, Natsuki. Her room's a mess. She's depressed, isn't she? Is what's going on. Two really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Poison can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even brought you something today, you know? But wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. There's nothing really. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Are you happy no matter what? Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. You reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And because, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is this girl accidentally being so cute. She picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sorry and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki's utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organised if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Is it? Like, I feel manga's fairly normal to like, right? What time period is this set in where you can't say you like reading manga? That's a bit of a weird one. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. People like anime manga used to be a lot more stigmatized. I mean, they used to be, I guess, yeah. Even still, I would have been happy to share it with whoever, probably. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. Get a close look at a box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. Wow, imagine being that full of yourself that you can't acknowledge that there's a book you might like which you haven't heard of. Okay, cool. Good on you, main character. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It's the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Poison. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact... Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire, striking, animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. What does "what" mean? I've never seen that written anywhere before. I'm assuming it's like, I'm surprised? Unless he grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She has the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? It is a generic anime girl noise, you're right. But our protagonist made it. So it's an anime boy noise in this situation. Although I guess our character is supposed to be self-insert. Mentions being surrounded with cute girls. I'm assuming they're male. They might not be though. They might not be. I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. Can't read at the same time like that. Yeah? Why is that? I guess it's just be close together like this. Don't just say that. That makes me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect her to be sitting this close either. Not that I can say is a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. I mean, that sounds nice and cozy, sitting under like a windowsill, just reading a book with someone. That sounds nice. Open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long's it been since I read the beginning? Yeah, you don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I couldn't agree with these, since it's rare for writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean... Well, I guess I know what you're saying. Well, the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really fun chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. That just helps you get to know the characters. I didn't mean to go the lolly route. I picked socks in the milk secure. I didn't mean to. Don't accuse me of these things. Just got a Twitch streamer, you know? It doesn't mean I have to be into children. And besides, it's still entertaining. Later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like again, you get into all their backstories, when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. It's okay though, it's not children. Don't worry, Luna. It's all these characters are 18. The game assured me at the start. So many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Uwa. I still don't know how you're meant to pronounce that. Natsuki gives me a little shove. Just meant I haven't yet seen your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. It's just a guess. Is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Uwa.
You're supposed to say it like an Australian and say uwa. Got it. I'm not going to try and do an Australian accent. You're not getting that from me today, as well as a dating sim. Or visual novel. Don't entirely know if it's a dating sim. It seems like a dating sim. Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why? Why does that matter? Yeah, it doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's... just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Read on for a few more minutes. I finish a couple of chapters at this point. You sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? TTS is something... I mean... It's got a few options, I think, for TTS. I think we've got like a handful of voices you can do with it. Like there's Australian, Brazilian, and English, I believe. I could change it and add different options, but two text-to-speeches. It means if I'm in the middle of doing like a boss fight or something in a game, various people can talk to me without me needing to look at the chat, if they want to anyway. It's good fun. It's good fun. I like the text-to-speech. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share a manga with your friends? you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Can't even bring it up about them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. Yeah, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kinda a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards other losers over time. That's not a good mindset to have about yourself. Come on, main character, you may be a simp, but that doesn't entirely make you a loser, right? Well, it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. At least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I'm not gonna do the laughs. I'm sorry. I'm not that involved in visual novels. Totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Nori's my favourite character. I always feel a little bad for her, since she's so unlucky. But she gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Let's finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. The stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favourite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for him it's a rare experience. What makes me smile a little to myself. Okay everyone. Yeah? You all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Well, you do look pretty cozy over there. Yeah? Ah. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She actually slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. But 12 inches is a foot, right? We couldn't have just said a foot away from me. Oh well. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Wait, want to know what happens? Ah, yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb, just take it home with you. Yeah? Is that really alright? It's that mostly because I didn't really plan on finishing... Yeah, sorry. I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It'd take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? Only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try and get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up, turn to where I put my stuff, and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, do you remember... did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I did. I wrote one about socks and milk. It's gonna be amazing. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Can't wait! Zori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Zori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose, leaf-torn paper from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I mean, Monica wasn't an option before. I feel we wrote one about socks and milk, which got us the scene with... It was Natsuki, right? But I mean, we don't know much about Monica. She's not really said much, has she? I felt we should socialise with everyone. Like, we've been given a book recommendation. We've been given the book recommendation from them. Sayori's our childhood friend, so we, like, walk back and forth with her. So, yeah, Monica. That seems reasonable. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem. I want to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Poison. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, ever have any suggestions for club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Poison. We're a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we're all learned to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Titled Socks and Milk, I think is what I've gone for. The classic combination. I like it, Poison. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. That kind of makes me think something that's cute, right? She's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. A lot of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. It could be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. Saying that Natsuki's kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not the expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. Might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but it'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I mean, it is a dating sim. Is she not aware of this fact? I'd imagine not. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Yeah, I sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. That's actually a poem. Hole in the wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbour? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Realised now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany lately. You're influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, 'cause it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. Keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? A character probably can't even spell milk or socks. I don't know. I don't entirely know how literate my character is. Yeah, next. I guess we'll go to Natsuki last, seeing as that's who we spent time with at the start, right? Just do Sayori next. I think we do all of them anyway. This is a good poem, Poison. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. This reminds me of how you're really part of a club now. I imagine it's just all the words I chose. Well, like milk, headphones, marshmallows, socks, fluffy. Like, it's just like a weird shopping list kind of thing. I could see it being that. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in a club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Poison. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, we're gonna hold you to that then. Yeah, you read my poem too, right? I mean, it could just be that I've got a really awful poem and they're just being polite. Yeah, it's possible, Sekiro. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above and the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I love that as an ending. That is a perfect ending to the poem. Maybe some niche poets would appreciate it. I mean, maybe. Maybe someone out there would like my socks and milk poem. Like, I just picked words I like. That's a great poem, Sayori. This is just a guess, but... Do you wait until morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Remember you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. Next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Like Yuri then Natsuki, right? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for him to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. That's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. It's your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why'd you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. I just raised my voice. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Can I but notice? That has been several minutes. I haven't really gotten anywhere. It'll take Yuri a while to get used to new people. That's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, there are really specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think most noticeable things I recognise in new writers, they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. And they form fit the two together. She didn't even know it was possible to write something so bad. Look, I'll have you know, Milk and Socks is an amazing poem, alright? It's ahead of its time, okay, Secker? That's all. End result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as though her demeanour totally changes. Stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm sure Yuri's apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I do like how they all have different, handwriting as well. That's a nice detail. They've not just gone for one font for all of them. Ghost under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. Last remaining streetlights to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. It took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, you see, I'm just illiterate. I'm sorry, Yuri. I don't know how to read and write. Well, it's just I don't read script very often. I think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more Miles. Something easy to digest, I suppose. You into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Poison. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work? We usually do more than a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to ghosts. Lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I even thought of that. It's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before we pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Well, guess we show it to Natsuki next. Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Yeah, well, it's why I'm sharing it in the first place. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, now I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's why I had in mind when writing this. I had in mind reading her poems. Okay, well, that's why I wrote about milk and socks. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and you go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... just... you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go around announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me do it if I don't. Music's changed. Okay. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Another nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into wordplay. Like I set up for rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. I was picking out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? So if she's the youngest one here, I mean, if we're all at least 18, I mean, I'm assuming they know each other's birthdays, and that's why she's saying that, right? Like her birthday is quite late in the year or something. I don't know. This is worrying, yeah. Like, I know you're saying she's a lolly, but the game's specified we're all 18. I don't understand. This doesn't feel like they are. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, that's been very wholesome so far. Like, I'm really worried about that warning at the start. I guess we'll find out. I just like to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. It's a lot more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities about milk and socks. Even if we're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Yeah? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but that didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I did have a couple suggestions. Just looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone that actually liked it. There's people dead, by the way. Sorry liked it. I'm poisoned it too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate your offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Poison liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realise you're so interested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Poison appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? You're just that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I'd deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Okay, so they're just fighting over me, I guess. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's been magically grew a size bigger since Poison started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... Okay. I mean, can I be bothered continuing to read things? I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Poison. She's trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. She get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. And this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Meaning you should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. How do you explain that to her, Poison? Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. Understand that, right, Poison? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. I'm gonna ask for help. I don't want to get involved and pick a side. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Oh, what a cop-out. Poison. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Is that why nobody likes... Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Friends are wonderful people. I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems are amazing because they give you so many feelings in just a few words. Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Yuri's babies are the same as they always were. Okay, cool. I love how we're commenting on that as well. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down, blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori's vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organise things. But I'm not very good with people. I could even bring myself to interject. And as president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. You could care of her, okay? I'd hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay everyone, it's about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It's a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Poison, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, I'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Yeah, that's a good enough quote, Secker. I don't entirely remember context, but yeah, sure. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Poison, you ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It really has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry, about what happened earlier. Yeah? What do you mean? You know, but between Yuri and Natsuki. That kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Poison? It's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what made me the happiest. I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day's gonna be so much fun. Sorry, that was me speaking. I've mentioned earlier in the non-quotation marks, it said I sigh, so that is me just saying sigh, right? I think it is. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pet Sayori on the shoulder. Sigh out loud. It's what our character does though, right? There was one part where it specifically said, I sigh, right? So that means whenever my name's up above the dialogue box, it is me actually saying sigh out loud. Could you imagine? You're just talking to someone and they just say sigh. Like, especially mid-conversation. I said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. And again, no more Monica on this side. But we do get to pick up more words. Which of these seem fun? I mean, nature's kinda cool. Beds are nice. Boop's a fun word. I like cats, they're cool. I mean, everyone likes shiny objects. Games are fun. I mean, headphones. That's not really lining up too well. Okay, cool. Gonna say nibble is a fun word. I mean, Heartbeat and Doki Doki are the same, right? As far as I'm aware. Yeah, bubbles are fun. We did Doki Doki last time. We've already done cats, so we're not going to involve dogs too. That'd be madness. We will go for incongruent, of course. I'm going to go for... What was it? Effulgent mean? I don't actually know that word. But we'll go with it. Existence. Sure. There's no more milk or socks. I'm really upset. We're missing out on some of the best words here. Dreams are cool. I have not played any Metal Gear games, I don't think. They don't seem like they wouldn't be my kind of thing, just not something I've ever got around to, is all. Electricity is cool. I mean, like, clouds are fun. I don't know. Milk. Yeah, there we go. We can't not bring back the recurring theme of milk. I mean, I've got multiple questions about this. Like, mostly, where is socks? We got milk, but we need socks. Color, sure. We're gonna go for... I want to say anime again. And socks. There we go, to finish it off. That is lovely. We've managed to get milk and socks in yet again, as well as anime games. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've got a lot more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Poison. You, Sayori. Thinks you're in a good mood today. I'm still just not used to you being in a club, that's all. A lot of discussion in the game about language. The points is that two different languages elicits different images or feelings. I mean, yeah, it can do. Like, definitely connotations do change based on language. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. So, Heartbeat and Doki Doki aren't the exact same thing? Okay. But they are similar, I would imagine. Like, I'm pretty sure Doki Doki is more of a romantic, cutesy way of putting it, right? Can I guess, like, your heart skipping a beat would be my best guess at it. But I guess it's always simple things with you. Anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Yeah? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Let me take a look at your purse, Sayori. Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sorry nervously retrieves her coin purse. Shambles to the latch and gets it open. Turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. It's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. You had enough money in the first place, you bought a snack before coming to the club. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you planned on to conveniently forget that you spent all your money. This is what I would lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option. I've still never heard Uwa before. Ever. As far as I'm aware. Like, is that a noise people actually make? Or is that just an anime noise? I was learning Portuguese apparently doesn't have translation in any other language. Okay. That's interesting. I can give a... Make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Yeah? I didn't know she was listening in. Her face was in her book, as always. But, I wasn't listening in or anything. That was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Poison to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Yeah, I didn't mean that. I'm too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. Oh, I'll quickly read what you're saying. It's, Saudades? I've possibly pronounced that wrong, because the chance I did it right. Can be described as a mixed feeling of sorrow and longing of missing something or someone. Okay. Also, I'm just gonna turn down the game's volume slightly for the stream. So I'm worried it might be a bit loud. That was only just occurred to me. Found it hard to express feeling in English. Obviously you missed something that doesn't feel has the same impact. This word only exists in that language. I mean, if it's a miss for something, you could also say you've got a longing for something. I guess you could say. I don't know. It's an interesting word, though. I wouldn't know its context really in Portuguese, so I wouldn't be able to say much. Iranian philosopher once said, "There's no nation that we inhabit but language, make no mistake, our native tongue is our true fatherland." Feelings aren't tied to language, no. But certain languages have better phrases and such for expressing such feelings. It's not that you can't have a feeling without the word, it's that the word only exists in that language, and there's not another good way to express it, be my understanding anyway. Anyway, back to the game. I mean, I'd even come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, that was... yeah, a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is this because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. Why did you blab about the cupcakes? It's totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. It's so good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. Bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. I think neutral language has a lot more impact on your upbringing than you realise. I'd imagine it does. Yeah. But I don't think it would have a huge impact. I wouldn't think it would have much impact at all normally. But it probably has more than that. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, just the kids sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Where have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. Well, you just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. I'll jump anyway. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You'd have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't where you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. So cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Poison. Monika smiles sweetly. I don't mean to put any pressure on you or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapades. And I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. Pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands, and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I'm a manga all the time, you know. Just want to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't get people in manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. It's gonna tell me everything you thought, right? When did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended with Minori and Alice found Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? Here inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. Teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around to clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organise a bit. Top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She takes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez. It's so inconvenient. Moving these all back down. There's plenty of room in these shelves. Besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why'd you waste that on the top shelf? Oh, that's cool. There's a stool on the wall there. Closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. Think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. Still be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoop one of the smaller boxes to the edge of a shelf. See? The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. Stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There. I almost fell. Natsuki's a bit shaken up. Jeez. You need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair. Just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. Classroom chairs have desks attached. So they're too inconvenient to fit into the closets. Ha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. That's not a safe thing to stand on if you're reaching up to a high shelf. That's a bad idea. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Ha! There we go. See? I can do it easily now. Natsuki grabs a stack of mana and bends down onto the shelf below. Chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. Hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Of course, that's immediately what I go to do. Well done, protagonist. So, yeah, sure. I'm not surprised. That's on brand for our guy. With his milk and socks poems, you know. Force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girl box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Hey, poison? I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Yeah? Gonna have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. So let me stand up. Slowly release my grip from the chair. Well, what do you mean stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why all the way back? Eh? Natsuki looks like she just realised something. But she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? Trying to look up at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not, I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. I can't be bothered doing this. It's fair enough. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki. The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I tried to catch her. Box tops out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you. And we don't... that's it. That's us dead, right? We don't need to do any more visual novel. I hope so. Well, force of Natsuki's body against me froze me to the ground. A bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight onto my chest. My arm and back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Presses her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Yeah? Natsuki seems to realise it's not the floor that's beneath her. she's pretty embarrassed, yeah. Yeah. Gross, gross. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, sicko? Everything okay over there? Heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! See what happens if you put manga on the top shelf? Trying to kill your club members or something. Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. Seems like most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. Didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no, eh? I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page. She's desperately trying to smooth it out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you... No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears in her face. I'll help you get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. That's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is just so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. Can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help you clean this up. I'll move the rest of the manga for you. I'll pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. I'll set this one aside. This helps cheer you up a bit, right? I can start on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? Sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. Didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. Not sure what happened to her today. That being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. Make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. As long before we're done, I hoist the book onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I got on the stool and quickly finished moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. But thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. Think about cheering me up. If you insist. It's in the same spot as last time. I open up the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making notes of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. Yes, Natsuki's good taste after all. What a weirdly mean offhanded comment to make from our characters here. It's like, oh, turns out she's actually got some decent taste in books. Who would have guessed? Like, what a mean comment to make. After some time, Monica gets her attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. I mean, we're just gonna go through it in order this time. I don't think it matters, does it? So, Sayori first. Ooh, I like this one, Poison. Some nice feelings in it. It's got more socks and milk. My favourite. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. Guess I like them both. Not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. Makes me feel things, that must be a good poem. I'm not sure how that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah? Me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? So sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. I feel like you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. Guess I like happy poems. Hey, Drainer, good to see you. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen in this game, but I'm getting a little concerned about the fact that it gave me the warning at the start and nothing has happened yet. Aside from there being a few words for poems, which have been a little off. Guess I like happy poems. I think sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? That's what I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And I've been good, Trainer. I've been good. Hope you've been doing well as well. You get a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Yeah, it is. I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Poison. Let's go write that down then. Read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. The secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together in a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. And bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Then comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and come in, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do you want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. So it's a bit different to the other poem she did. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. Also, I realised I didn't actually respond to the thing you said. Yeah, I'm good to hear you've been doing well. Good to hear you've been doing well, Drainer. I mean, I've been doing well myself. I've got a stuffed cat on my lap. Nice and cozy. But yeah. It would really touch my feelings like recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Well, maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. Feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope he keeps up. Yeah, writing's the best. Gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry's always a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Oh, next, Natsuki on the list. Natsuki reads my poem. She's glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. See, it's the socks and milk. It's really captivating her. Every good poem should have socks and milk. Is that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? Poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. Are you trying to impress me? Obviously. I think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine. Give me a break. Well, in that case, there's a problem with me trying to impress you. I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes. He's just realised something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then, the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Poison. You do something to Natsuki. Just sort of rush out like that. Anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that my voice got caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell her I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She's through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. Well, it's for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Poison? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It's just something for you to think about. Hey, Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hand. I mean, maybe she does just like socks, Sekiro. Maybe. There's a chance. Iris had noticed her re-enter her classroom. Do you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. You really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. The bad habit of doing that. Eh? But Poison wrote this poem. And they're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Poison is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like everyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. That's okay. I'll give you the poem, but it's still not very fair to Yuri. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Poison is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it, so... Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. It's my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. Heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. Tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. I like milk, yeah. And socks. Brilliant things, you know. Possibly together, it would be amazing. Amy's a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. Or her friends start to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anymore. It's gross, she's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. There's nothing against people who like spiders. Spiders are fine. Not bad, right? No, it's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is just an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Some kind you're afraid if people find out, make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? That makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday. But I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. So look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I will. I mean, Monica's already read it, so I'll go talk to her before Yuri. Hi again, boys. It's kind of silly if Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad that you've been getting along so well. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. Colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. Endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. Endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? Load me? It's a weird way to end a poem, but okay. More abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I mean, there is save and load buttons. I wonder if that's got something to do with anything. I'd imagine it does. Kind of like playing with space in the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes you feel like you're trying to speak over the noise. I see. I mean, maybe she does, Secker. Maybe she does. Still hard for me to tell what it's about. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is that even a tip about writing? What are you even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. I mean, she's now blatantly just telling me that I should have saved it earlier. And then loaded. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Poison. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? That's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire fellow writers. You're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. Don't be afraid, and to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. Write down things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. See. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example if you'd like to read it. Of course. This is a poem you wrote for today. Ree nods and timidly hands me her poem. Quick drink before we read this. The raccoon. Happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I mean, bread. It's valid. It is valid. Gave a raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. That's a weird one. Bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge, I think that is. I think that's an urge. Moon increments its place, or it increments its phase, and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. Okay. Yeah, bread is good. You're right. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. Raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto a newly satisfied eye. Raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. Raccoon has become hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, Raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. It's more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. More metaphorical. That was my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery, conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Yeah, like enjoying bread as a late night snack. That is very relatable. Yeah. want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. So those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? Something being ridiculed for a strange interest? Yeah? She did? Yeah. Something about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for a festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. Gotta keep it simple, okay? Won't need much more than a few decorations. Sori's been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But doesn't sound like... Hey Tuna, good to see you. That doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you'd heard about it already. Going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're gonna have a big poetry performance. Chivas is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is, I was going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sorry, he's putting all of the posters, putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry, who's been colouring a poster, holds up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. What would you miss? I mean, of course. I mean, how could you miss me, Tuna? You know? I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori, I understand where you're coming from. We're asking Yuri have never shared poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for him to recite the poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start an event and each put on a good performance, I'll inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. For those reasons that we're all in this club today. Do you want to share that with others? Inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if that's all it takes to is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. Least we can do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but... Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. Guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. She does actually say sigh. I'm confirming that. No, she does say it. It's in quotation marks. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. Really the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. It'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica. It's too sudden. You can't recite your poem in front of the club. How do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. A clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her reflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to imply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing her words to life. Something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. More of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That's so good, Monica. Thank you very much. Just hoping to set a good example. Ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. I was all fired up all of a sudden. Or sorry, Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her. As if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. Give Yuri the recognition she deserves. What we didn't want to applaud for. We're just caught off guard. Must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that's really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. Harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Trying to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself. Like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so I'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is, serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. You did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Poison liked it. Guess that's a good sign. Even me, the man with alleged terrible taste. Can't believe it. What does that even mean? Very nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of a poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Yeah? Don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. I need a lot more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. Not much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Poison. It's like compared to you guys anyway. There's a lot of Poison lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. I mean, valid. It's valid. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. So I have to go with what I wrote for today. Get to read out the, like, second iteration of Socks and Milk. The hit poem from me. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. So I'm not exactly confident in my own writing. I had to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something I'll improve over time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are y'all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. She starts writing the poem. Her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style that works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. Words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. But don't make me do that again. Well, I always feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. It's just my friends. It's just embarrassing. Well, that's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. No, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, I don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'm making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. You should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know a festival's coming up, but let's try and write some poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, then we'll have just a weekend to prepare. Monday's a big day. Can't wait. I can do this, I can do this. Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, but I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. You two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Poison. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a lot quieter than usual on the way home. Is there anyone I particularly like already? I mean, I don't think so. There's the one I've been going for, I guess. Because I'm just picking words I like, such as socks and milk, from the poem auctions. That's kind of got me Natsuki. But that seems to be where it's going. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Yeah, of course, Seiko. You know where it's at. You know. You understand. I'd probably still walk home with Sayori. Because, I mean, Sayori lives next to us, right? Like, that makes sense. Sayori? You don't think I'd ditch you for Natsuki? Yeah, but so cute and fun to be around. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, they always seem to really like going home together. I haven't just ruined that for you. You're so silly, Poison. Think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, it's fun in speculating something that's never gonna happen. Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen that time. Okay. So we don't... I'm kind of curious what happens if I just go for the very obviously depressed words. Like, it seems... can't remember her name, likes it. What's her name? It's got Sayori, Natsuki, and... I feel bad, I can't remember her name now. Ah, well. Milk, of course, we have to. We like Cat. I don't think most of us matters, does it? Like, if I just pick relatively sensibly. So I'll try and stick to Natsuki's route, I'm assuming. Right? It's Yuri, is it? That's correct. Of course you know, Tuna. You're a big fan of the game, I'm assuming, right? I mean, I'm just gonna go with whatever. Okay, we'll try and match it to what we've done before. Best I can. I don't know, bed's fun. Comfort's good. I feel we're not gonna get Natsuki. This is going for Sayori, isn't it? If we want to do this, we need to pick like sweets and socks. Got milk and socks again though, so we got what we needed. This is really looking like it's going to be Sayori. Now, it could go either way. Could go either way, this poem. Oh man. Last one here again. Don't worry, no, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. Must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Our club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Why are you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm talking about our part of the festival. This whole day your school gets to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do we usually have fried squid? Squids? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. You saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Yeah, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Cause, it's right in your name. Monica. The plan to play the new Doki Doki inspired game? I didn't even know there was a new one coming out. Let me quickly have a check. So I know very little about this game. I might play it. I wouldn't make any promises. Chess school, apparently. Okay. I mean, it's tagged as psychological horror on the Steam. Fair enough. That could be interesting. I'll keep an eye on it, I reckon. I'm not going to say I will play it, but it looks interesting. Okay, I don't tend to play many visual novels. If you're looking for a good one, I very much enjoyed Life and Suffering of Sir Grant was fun. As well as Citizen Sleeper is a nice fun one, which I believe got a sequel recently. It's not you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. My actions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in a corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. Move my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. We're fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. Worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe we should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since we've been preparing for a festival together, must be spending a lot of time. Oh, it says, yeah. Yeah, you get what I meant. I've read most of that, right? I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Poison, what's up? Yeah, this might sound a little strange, but you notice anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into it, but she's a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Poison. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talks to me about things that bothered her. This time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Yeah, are you sure about that? Seems like she wants to be left alone. You sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing up person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on their mind is you, Poison. Me? I don't know if we'd come to that conclusion. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sawyer talks about you more than anything else, you know. Yeah? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sorry, it's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. It's so funny, Poison. I thought maybe you've always seen her act so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you. Nah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. So you should just forget what I said. I'll try to talk to her. So try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Watch her lean to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from over here. I sigh and sit myself down. No, Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, but I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. Yeah? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing. There's not that much time, so... Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry over or anything. It's not like I'm worried. It's just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. So just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. You're making me feel like a jerk. Something's bothering you, and you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. Just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, we're best friends, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, in that case, I'd be stressed for a little more. If she needs you, then you'd be the first person she should go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. Can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want to worry. And doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then that'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah, don't get the wrong idea or anything. Just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. Make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I'm gonna go check in with Monica first, see if Sayori was okay. Hi, Poison. You thought we want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sing with Natsuki style once more, I see. Really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Poison. It's always suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Finding to like manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. Don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Eh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Poison. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're only one who indulges her as much as you have. Is that so? I kinda knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times, she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, something bad happens and I could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't want that to do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. Yes, I'm gonna perform Milk and Socks. It's a classic poem, you know? I don't entirely know what it's about, but I mean, any song about, or not a song, a poem about some kind of white creamy liquid in socks, it can only end well, right? Oh dear. That's definitely not quite the poem I want to perform if it's that. I care about her in the club? Yeah, it's kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Lady knows everything. The old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. A lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who's found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, all I ever sought. Here I am, a feather. Lost adrift, the sky victim of currents of the wind. Day after day, I search. I search for all hope, knowing legends don't exist. And all else has failed me, and all others have turned away. The legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Till one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather. Dry quill, expressionless. A hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. Lady who knows, the lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible, not your legend. Your legend does not exist. My breath, she pulls me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but I was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. So if you had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. Something everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone else. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Never too shy to share your writings because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. When other people's writing... Sorry, if you find other people who are enjoying writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Instead of just telling you that your writing is good or bad or okay, you'll want to focus on everything that went into it and all the things you can work on. So much more encouraging that way. It'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. It's a very Metal Gear poem. Really? Alright. I'll go check in with Sayori. See if she's okay. That's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, no need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Eh? No, I didn't write this to anyone specifically. Maybe that's not really what I meant, but that's okay. It's making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. You're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. It's all that matters to me. Thank you, Poison. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just all tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? I can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Gonna go home a little bit early today. Sorry? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. So we don't get to read her poem. Or I can say anything else. Sorry, Fion. Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay. Let's see. Certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. Seemed like I had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. It's because you happen to be a good writer. It's a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident at writing, are you? Yeah? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? Took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her insecurities. She acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Poison? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid. There's a reason I never shared my poems before this. That's okay. Because not everyone takes me seriously. What's the point of sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute," just like you, Natsuki. Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Fists are clenched really tight. Hey, Natsuki. No, careful. You'll rip your poem. Ah, yes. The curse of cuteness here. Clearly, both of us suffer from that also. It's a terrible thing. Gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. Place it flat on the desk and smooth out wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Or I can pick it back up. Natsuki snatches the poem from the desk. It's not any good. I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. But why? Because I like your poems. I really do. I would judge you for your style. It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I just write about milk and socks. Pink hair. I mean, I'm assuming it's not naturally pink, but it is kind of anime characters, right? So it could be. Yeah, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look too much into it. I know you better now. And it's wrong for you to think your style is more amateur than hers. She always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness she doesn't understand what other people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. I'm sorry if I was part of the problem. I understand now. Not just cute, you're a lot more. Ah, Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realised how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look dim. My looking is a little more forward, because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty, because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. When I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller, because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart. What do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger, because you trusted me. The pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer, because you think of me. Because you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it, it's just... well, it's surprising to read. Or, I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. But don't just say that, dummy. What do you think? Point of writing is expressing things you just can't just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. Ah, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. As I do, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Small, soft hands surprise me with assertion. I don't want to. Yeah? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realise what Natsuki's doing. Well, to be honest, she's trying to give me a poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm just glad you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, you can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Ah, yeah. I'll go do that. But I return to my seat so that I can put away Natsuki's poem. I got Yuri for last. Ah, decided to try something different today? I guess so. Is that good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences. But it'd be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. Kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Yeah? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing. I have most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for good minutes. It must be terrible. Yeah? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome and unlikable of me. Yuri. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It's meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Can I share your poem now? Okay. Here. God, my voice is starting to go. This is far too much reading for me. Beach. Marvel, millions of years in the making. Over the womb of Earth, is that chaotically? I think it is. Chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath grey, rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Not gently lick at your foundations until you give in, and all sudden waves send you crashing down in the blink of an eye. Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build the sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, and my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware that beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Say it that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that you wrote about something similar in such different ways. So, Natsuki wants us to write about the same topic as each other again. I see. Something tells me the poem Natsuki showed me isn't the one she plans on sharing with everyone else. Of course, I chose not to mention that to Yuri. I suppose better compare differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have any particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but... well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? I could read to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three. Well done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... hold on a second. Is it just me? Or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You get it from usual catchphrase when dressing in club. Good catchphrase? I have a catchphrase? Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, only thing different is Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Ah, sorry, that's not... It's not me sighing, that's her saying sigh. Sorry, I didn't say that correctly, that line. Sayori's helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Sasuke, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She wasn't feeling too well and went home early. That's so. Hope she's alright. Seriously? All the times to not go home with her, you pick times she's not feeling well. So it's due to being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force her. Oh? Curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. Talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... She's brushing off my question there. Okay. Let's see what everyone will be doing this weekend. I don't know what I'm doing. That's right. That's gonna be making cupcakes. But I made a lot of them, and different flavours. You know that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm gonna be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sorry, will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can I come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not at all. Most talented person here, you know. And now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. Guess I never gave Sayori enough credit. I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. If I can't be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. Sayori. Beautiful handwriting, you know? She makes some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? How about that? I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Mind is already racing, I see. It's great. That'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. Anyway, this leaves you, Poison. One is truly useless. Don't say that. Facts. Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would go a long way to give one of them a hand. And you could always help at me as well. I'd really be appreciative of that. That's... Well, I can suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members. I'm never vague going to respond to a suggestion like that. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. Not like Monica is going to give me a choice. She'd be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. I recall Natsuki. Mentioned you'd like to handle baking on your own? Poison may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he might be more suited to assisting with decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How are it going to be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Poison to... What are you saying? Extremely meticulous work. Baking isn't. So what do you think? Guys. Settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Poison to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... Literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Poison, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I mean, I'm gonna check it on Sayori. She's not doing very well. I mean, maybe anyone that I'd prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're all the neighbours and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. She really hate us that much. No. Sorry, I didn't mean to be this difficult. Okay, so I have to help out the club. I can't go help Sayori who's not feeling great. I mean, surely we'd want the vice president to be like, doing okay for the festival. But okay. We haven't spent much time with Monica, so we'll help her out. Well, I guess you should probably be helping Monica. Yeah, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Oh, Hero needs the least help out of all of us. Yeah, but I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, we already have Sayori as well. But Poison was the one who... that doesn't matter. You only scared him into picking you in the first place. You're club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it seems like you guys are ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made such a big deal in the first place. It's completely false, Monica. Yeah. A lot of work to do, you know? We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. No, maybe that's true. Think of a club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. You gonna do that? You gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. Again, it's not right. I should have said sigh there, rather than actually sigh. Technically, most logical for Poison to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. With preference? Well, I guess we'll go with Natsuki then. Well, baking seems like it could be fun. And you guys make it sound like a lot of work, so probably could use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. I'll definitely agree. I mean, I do quite like baking. Yeah? Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway. Let me find by yourself. Right, Yuri? I mean, we've been kind of going for her anyway, right? With how this game's been panning out. Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Well, Yuri's being melodramatic. It's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Poison? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it all turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not... I mean, it's not a big deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think Yuri might be just feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and no one offering to help her. Doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're gonna help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, cupcakes will probably help a lot too. You make the atmosphere special. It's really important for people that... sorry. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances. So, stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but... Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. It didn't work perfectly. I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm gonna do my best. All of us are going to make a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. With that, there's nothing more for today. So it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. Start follow Monica and Yuri to the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Yeah? It's time to figure out our plans for this weekend. Literally, we gotten home and realised I didn't have even have a way of contacting me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. How would I do that? That kid gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. Wait, she's coming over? We're baking at my place, but she's well into baking. Surely I should go to hers. Because she'll have, like, the cupcake pans and such. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figure that since I'm the one helping, I'd be going to your house. Yeah, right. You could have a guy over my house. Dad would kill me. Really? It's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah? How do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. But surely it would be worse for her to go to Guy's house, where the dad isn't, right? Well, I guess she can lie saying it's not a guy's house. I have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. Guess I'll text you when I come over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. It's better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like, in front of everyone else, that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I've never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Ah. Never mind. Can't believe this. Asuki's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, anxiety still shoots through the roof. Guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. And I shake my head. How do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we'd feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. Let's go with it, then I'll have a good time. And I feel if it being Sunday, that's probably where we end for now. Where, I mean, it's looking safe, I think. But yeah, that is all for now. I quite enjoyed this. I don't think we got to any of the stuff that had, like, kind of trigger warnings. But yeah, I've had fun. I've had fun. It's been lovely having some company as well. For now, though, that is all, and I might come back to this. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Hope you all have a lovely evening, and I'll see you about. Bye for now.